Alrighty, Juanitosville, we are fresh out of the friend zone and into the end zone. We are scoring today, friends, and we are not hitting our head on the bench pin on the way up from picking up a jewel on the carpet. We are in here to win here, friends. This is a quick video, that a technique that I've recently been using, and it's been working very, very well for me. I've done this technique in one of my other videos, but it was like a 27-minute long video, and I wanted to get right to the point to show you guys this ring setting technique that that I've been using lately, and it's been working well. So I hope it works well when you guys are watching, because you know how it is. Sometimes someone's watching and that's the time you have a booger, you know. It's like, no guys, come on, let's. So today, friends, I'm working on this ring, this shank style. If you guys are interested in learning how to do the shank style, you can watch this video right here. I did this shank style on this on that video. My new technique, or not the new, yeah, new for me. First, let me tell you the old technique. The old way I used to do it would be, I would get my shank, put it on my this is my bezel, and then I would put my shank right where I want it, and then I'd flux, of course, and then I'd put a piece of solder ball right next to where the shank. And if you've seen some of my other videos, you guys have seen me do that technique, and it works. It really does, but it does create a little bit of a pool. If your solder just is a little bit too much, it'll create a little pool and a little bit of a solder mess that you have to go through later and clean up. Now, lately, what I've been doing is flattening this out on my file. I would get my file like this, and I would just basically, this is the technique. I just pull and pull and pull until it got a nice flat face, guys. So what I've been doing lately is I'd flux the face of this. I hope you guys can see this. You guys can see that flat face. That's right there. Flux that, and then drop a solder right on there, and then melt it onto that flat face right there. And then put it on my back plate, and then heat it, and then the solder just goes and marries right into that. And so that's what we're going to do today. So let's go to the soldering block. All right, you pet lovers out there, this is where we are. This is the back plate. Guys, by the way, this is a 18 gauge back plate, so it's pretty thick, about 1 millimeter thick back plate there. I have in my baby blue bowl, I have my medium solder. We're going to put a little drop of flux. Okay, let's not go overboard. Let's not go overboard. Okay, guys, here we go. Let's go. We're going to heat this up. Very cool, calm, and collected. Really focusing on the edges here. And what I'm going to do, as I mentioned earlier, kind of explained, of solder about 1 millimeter by 1 millimeter. 1.5 millimeter by 1.5 millimeter on that one. That's kind of a bigger face. This one will be 1 millimeter by 1 millimeter, a little bit smaller. So I'm going to kind of work underneath. I basically want to tin the top face that I filed down. I want to tin that. Brand new solder pick. I'm going to focus on this side first. Oh no. Okay, that didn't hurt anything, but it fell. Dang it. Well, maybe that's what the jewelry gods wanted. Johnny. Okay, at what point would you guys turn the fire off and handle this? Okay, this is super annoying. Okay, can you guys see right there? I'll put a circle where my solder is, right there. Maybe I'll put a circle, maybe I won't. But you guys might be able to see it. We're going to focus. Let's get to temperature, okay? Okay, it ran that way. Let's go another tiny. I want the solder seal to go along the whole bottom, the whole face. Okay. Okay, I believe in that, guys. I got a solder seal pretty much along the whole face. I bought a brand new solder pick, and really it's already This is a disaster. So I got solder along this whole face here, and I got solder right there kind of in the middle, but I think it'll mushroom out once it gets to that melting point. So we're going to take this. Look. Okay, I think I need this side is a little high, so I'm going to do a little bit of adjusting, but I'm going to let that cool off before I start touching it, and I'll bring you guys right back. All right, friends, just so you guys know what I did to adjust it, I just picked it up right here, and I got these on it, and I just kind of tweaked it like that a little bit so that because it was a little bit crooked. And now it's sitting very flat, and I have it on there, so I'm going to kind of look at it with my closest intentions. Raised, but that solder is right in the middle, and I think once that solder melts, it's gonna relax right onto that face, guys. Let's make our dreams come true right here, guys. Let's make this quick. Okay, friends, let's go. We're gonna go with a little bit of a low heat just to slowly bring stuff up to temperature. Number 3 torch, friends. I almost exclusively use a number 3 torch. If I'm doing jump rings or smaller, then I'll use my number 1 torch head. Acetylene gas. Okay. Slowly, slowly. We're gonna make our dreams come true. Doing it always on your mark. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's go right here. Let's focus on this side. Okay, I think I got it. This side. Very close. Okay. This side looks bit of confirmation, and I think I got that confirmation, friends. Now I'm gonna quench this, and then we're gonna look at it, and I'm gonna put it as close as I can for you guys. Actually, I'm gonna quench it, I'm gonna pickle it, and then I'm gonna bring you guys right back so we could really look at that seam and see how clean we got that. Just doing a little thrumming over here, friends, cleaning up that seam so we could really take a good look at it. By the way, guys, when you guys are thrumming out here, fellas, if you guys have your shop door open and the neighbors can see you, you probably want to close your door because you know how the neighbors get nosy. You know how the neighbors get nosy, friends. But look at this, guys. Let's take a look. The moment of truth. I haven't looked at it yet, so I don't know what it looks like. Let's see. Let's get as best light as humanly possible in this juncture. Look at that, guys. I don't see any solder mess. This little thin area right here, guys, if you guys can see that, is how thin I filed it down. It got kind of pretty thin right there, so it kind of made a little look right there. But there is no solder mess, guys. No solder mess on those seams. And strong and good and good and strong, guys. So it's possible to put solder on the face of it and have success. Now, if I would have put a piece of solder, a pallion of solder there and a pallion of solder there, it would have bled into it just fine. But then there'd be a little filing and cleanup that I have to do right there. I hope that makes sense, the way I'm trying to describe it. But yeah, guys, it's possible. And look how cool that ring is, man. This is a size 11. And that's going to be nice size 11 ring right there. We have our stone right here. Can appreciate that stone. Yeah. So as always, friends, I hope that was of help to you. I know that if I would have learned that a little bit earlier in my jewelry life, that would have saved me a lot of time on cleanup. And I think I'm going to do it like that from now on. I've done it like that with claws. When you have the claws, the 2 prongs and 3 prongs. I've done it with 2, 3 prongs. I've done it with these flat ones. It all works, guys. You just have to be patient, and when you put your shank on the top of the back plate, sometimes that solder isn't completely flat. I just trust it. I put it, and I know that it's gonna fall right where it is. But if you don't trust it like that, you can still run it on your file or on some sandpaper and get a nice flat with the solder, kind of more flat, and then you'll get a nice, it'll sit flatter on the plate. But this one sat pretty flat. And if you just use a little bit of solder, you don't have to, you're not going to get too much clumpage. Too much clumpage, guys. So I hope that was helpful to you guys at all. Thanks for hanging out. As always, subscribe if this video had any value to you. It just gives me encouragement to continue. You know how it is, guys. Us sensitive artists out here trying to make our dreams come true. Guys, please drink plenty of water. Hug your loved ones. Stay brave out there. Keep creating. Keep adventuring. And keep making your dreams come true, guys. Out of the friend zone, into the end zone. I'm Benny. I'm out.